Good evening. Well, I'm John Ashford. I think I'm John Ashford. Yeah, I'm John Ashford. And this is Orgasmic Conscious Cooking. I hope you're ready for a lot of fun tonight. I decided to create this meal tonight because a friend of mine was like, I like stir frying. And I said last week, if you ask me something, she hit me up afterwards. Shreya, this is dedicated to Shreya tonight to show you how easy you can come home if you have things prepped and have a meal within 30 minutes. It might be a little bit longer than 30 minutes because I'm gonna mess with this crab. This crab wants to talk to you guys. This is Krabby Crab tonight. And we decided that he wanted to be in the show tonight with his brother and sister called Shrimpy Shrimp. So tonight on the menu, I have Dungeness crab, Patagonian shrimp. Patagonian shrimp from Argentina. I like these shrimp. They're pink when you before you cook them. Most shrimp are black, like black tiger, and they turn pink once you cook them. These are pink before, and they're organic and they're wild. I don't do farm shrimp. One reason, two reasons, three reasons that should kill you. Plus, they use a lot of chemicals to do those type of shrimp. Garlic rice. Where did my garlic go? Oh, garlic rice. Garlic, chopped garlic. Now, let me show you a hack. How many of you guys go to Chinese restaurants? You have rice, plain rice left over. This is getting hot. Let me turn this down. Sorry about that. So you got plain rice left over. Throw that joint in the freezer. The night that you come home, guess what you can do? Let's do this. I'm hungry. Tori says she's hungry. Baby, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. So you take this, take it out of the freezer, sit it in the refrigerator. Now you want it to still be cold. We're gonna add an egg to it, a little tamari, bam boom bang. You got fried rice. Have fried rice, shrimp, crabs, and my big thing, Trey was talking about vegetables. I said vegetables, these are all organic vegetables. Okay? Stir fry, exactly. We have Napa cabbage. We have mung bean sprouts, sweet onion. I should have a camera above, but I still don't have that. We have snow peas. We have red and orange bell peppers and mushrooms, broccoli, and last but not least, my favorite, carrots. Carrots add sweetness to the vegetables. And on the side over here, I'm gonna show you some things that I've done. So I don't have a thickener in my stir fry. I'm not adding it. I'm already thick around the middle. Don't say talk about me. I lost 30 pounds last month. Is this smoking? Oh yeah, smoking. So I gotta take this off here for a little bit, guys. Been talking too much. Been talking too much. So what happened is I'm not using a thickener for my sauce. It's gonna be straight soy tamari. I'm gonna show you something else I use. I want some sweetness. Have coconut amino acids. For spice, I use crunchy garlic umami. Now this is more Korean, I believe, but it's my Asian flair. Okay. And for flavor, I'm gonna use coconut oil in the vegetables, but I put a dab of sesame seed oil. And to give a little peppery cook kick to the shrimp, I'm gonna use butter in the crab and shrimp, but I'm gonna give a dab, not a dab. That's the wrong show. About a teaspoon of red pepper oil. It's gonna give it just a slight bite at the back. It's gonna bite you back. Uh, and that's gonna be it. The tool for tonight, or the ingredient I like to call it, is we're gonna stay with last week's thing. Let go. This morning woke up this morning and I was kind of a little bit stressed because got a lot of classes going on. I'm supposed to attend a class and I don't have too many people signing up. I just said I'm gonna let go. I've been invited to Russia. I had a meeting this morning. I went into work early so I can prepare for the meeting and then be ready to go to work. My sister's over in Russia sending them some healing contributions to Lisa and her mom, Ala. They have COVID. COVID's around the planet right now. And so I just let go. I'm going to be myself, so I'm going to let go. But before we let go, I'm going to show you something that most people, how many out there eat crab? Okay. They don't know what they're missing, babe. You're right. They don't know what they're missing. So This is a Dungeness crab. Okay, I don't want to drop all this juice everywhere. Okay, they're king crabs, which are the largest of the species. You have blue crabs, which is on the Gulf and the East Coast, and you have what I really call, if king crab is the Mercedes, this is definitely the Cadillac. Okay. Uh, Also, it has just as much flavor as the king crab. The legs are just huge with the king crab. These legs you'll see won't be that big. But what I'm gonna show you is how to clean a crab. I thought about it. I was gonna clean. I was like, wait a second. How many people out there don't know how to clean crab? So I'm gonna show you how it happens. So I was taught how to clean crab by one of my dear teachers, moms that I had by the name of Rita Benjamin. She showed me when I first came because I was just like, I never knew how to clean crabs. I hope you guys can see. You can see that there on the camera. Hopefully you can see this. Okay, so this is a male crab. This is not his penis, but this is an indicator. On a female crab, it's round. On a male crab, it's straight. It looks like a penis. Okay, what you're gonna do is you're gonna rip that out. Ah, oh my God. Okay, my cat over there was like, what the hell was that? Okay, then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the top shell. It's just you put your thumb in the bottom and you separate and you pull. I can do this, and it comes right off the top. Look at that, right off the top. That's this top shell. You drop that there. I'm taking the lungs. These are lungs. You don't want to eat that. Take the lungs off. And there is some yellowness in here, which is like some of the guts. They call it crab butter. And they actually sell this. You can buy that in jars, and it actually flavors different soups. We're not going to keep that today. Put a hole down there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and stick one crab leg came off. And this is a crab leg. I'm going to drop there. I'll drop the crab leg. I'm going to show you how I'm going to break this down. I already rinsed it off and washed it off before you guys came on. So you probably say, "Did you wash it off?" Yeah, I washed it off thoroughly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna yank the legs off, and that's some of the crab meat you see there. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Drop that one there, here, here, each leg. Okay. Now, this is one of my favorite things. Andrea, hey, what's up? Sunday we will cook that. Yes. When you guys can coming up, you and the fam come up. I would love to have you here. But I don't measure either. So you'll see. I started to have to measure because the guys who produce and say you got to show people. If you're gonna show people how to cook, you have to give some measurements. Today, you guys won't see the ingredients. I'll have to tell you the ingredients. I'll go back over the ingredients again because my brother Derek got caught up and we didn't have time to get that out there. Crab breast. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break it in half. Tori doesn't really like it because he doesn't like fighting this. So I'm just breaking. So you're gonna have 2 crab breasts. That's 2. Drop that in here. I'm gonna rinse my hands off. I'll be right back with you guys. 1 second. Now, I got the crab all broken up. Okay. So I'm gonna make the juice, the gravy, the yumminess for the crab. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, because Tori and I are not doing dairy anymore, I'm gonna try to keep my boyish figure. I'm using buttery vegan butter. My daughter was the one who introduced us to this. It tastes divine. You won't be able to tell the difference. If you don't tell anybody, they won't know. Well, my dad said he would probably know, but he was raised on butter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a 4th stick of butter, like that. See, Andrea, I'm not measuring it. I'm gonna drop it in this boiler. So yes, I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. So I got that there. What I'm going to do is I like a little bit more flavor, and I am going to step over here. I'm still in the camera, and I'm going to add a little olive oil to that. Yummy flavor. I wish you guys olive oil, Spanish olive oil. If you can get your hands, California. I know some of my people down in California. Really good olive oil. Really good olive oil. Hey y'all, please push the button and subscribe on YouTube. Show my brother a little love. Nunes de Prado, a Spanish olive oil. I prefer it. Really not as acidic as the California. Not beating up the California. I love California stuff, but the flavor is just like yummy, yummy, yummy. So, can you guys hear that? You see that? Okay, that's what it looks like. Okay, so what we're gonna drop in here, what I have in this bowl here is I have minced ginger and garlic. I'm gonna drop this in here. I want that to cook up a little bit. Turn this up. So what I don't want is this butter to burn. Okay. So what I will do. How you guys doing out there? Anybody have any good jokes for me? I love a joke. Okay. So I have shrimp that I'm gonna put here together. The crab has already been pre-cooked. You don't have to worry about the crab. We're just gonna heat it up in here. Matter of fact, we'll drop it in here, stir it around. But the juices I'm fixing the bottom, I'm gonna put the shrimp in there. But a little bite, my wife can't eat much. Just a little bit of a bite. What we're gonna take is this much chili, and it has fried garlic in it. Bam. Not much, just that. Stir that around. I wish you guys could smell this ginger and garlic. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, first things first, we're going to drop our shrimp in there. Now, here's the hack for the shrimp. I put a little Lori seasoned salt and garlic on the shrimp. I don't like naked seafood. I like my seafood to be dry. So I'm going to let this cook up just a tad bit. So I got this recipe one time. Tori and I went to San Francisco, and we went to a COP class, Choice of Possibility class in San Francisco, and we went to dinner with some friends after the class. And I got this idea from them, and I went online and I looked at that restaurant. And one of the things when you cook, it's like anything in life. If you like cooking, you can go someplace and you can taste it one or two times, and then you got it. Because I pretty much study spices. A friend of mine at work was asking me, "Well, how do you know this?" It's just my mom. I'm 58 years old, and I've been cooking so for probably 48 years or more. No, more than 48 years. Probably about 50 years, I'll say for sure. Definitely 50 years. Okay. I hope you guys can see this while I'm spilling and dropping this. Can you guys see that? Okay. Those shrimp, I'm gonna turn them once, and I'm gonna drop the crab in there. And then I'll put it in the oven, and it can do the rest of this thing in the oven. So, and what happens, you don't have to cook shrimp for a long time. If you cook shrimp up, they'll cook up and there'll be nothingness. You don't want that. That's not a good look. You don't want shrimp that are, and these are prawns, so they're a little bit bigger than shrimp, okay? So I turn these once. Come on, John, do this thing. Do it. Act like you're not a rookie no more. You're not a rookie. Okay, so it's cooking up. Next thing's gonna go on is crab. So let this cook. It's doing this thing, and then I'm gonna drop it with some lemon juice, some green onions. Now let it sit. So it only takes about 4 to 7 minutes to cook shrimp. Now what we'll do is we'll drop this crab in here, get all those juices in here. So what we want to do is get this all tossed up in the juice. I'm gonna let you see what it looks like. Oh my God, I wish you guys could smell this. So this looks so good on a bed of garlic rice. Oh my God. It's quite orgasmic. Can you smell it? Can you smell it? I can smell it, like Eddie Murphy. But anyway, got a bunch of classes coming up, y'all. I decided that I'm not where I want to be with the whole concept of money. So I'm gonna teach a money class. It's a money class that it's gonna be 10 sessions, an hour. There's a book that comes along with it, Being Money Workbook, that you have to purchase because it's gonna be our guide, it's gonna be our map. But I'm gonna have a lot of interesting things. You know, anything you do with me, if you've been to any of my classes or anything, you know, I just don't do the standard thing anymore. Okay, so I'll drop this lemon juice on here. This is about a quarter of a lemon. Green onions. Bam. Is it ready yet? Almost, baby. Almost. 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 Now, in the recipe, I said there's a secret sauce. There's a secret. We live on the West Coast, so we get spoiled out here. So I almost at the Bay Area in Seattle, there's this place called Pike Street, Pikes Peak, Pikes Pier in Seattle. And what I do now, this is over. I'm gonna slide this off because I don't need this to cook up at all. It's gonna be in the oven for a little bit. Put this here. Get this skillet ready here for the rice. Turn that down. Now, I have this shellfish seasoning, Market Naturals. Well, let me tell you what's in it. It's garlic, lemon, dill, pepper, sea salt, celery. Oh, you know what I forgot to do, guys? Jumping the gun. I'm adding sodium in it. So what I do, put this back on here, a little tamari sauce on top. There, cooking up. And then on green onions is cooking up there. So I sprinkle a bit of this on top. Now, I can't drop it because this will be a huge mess, and my wife would be like, "What the hell did you do? Can you guys see that? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it?" That's just simply divine. Oh my God. Y'all ready to eat? Sorry you're not here. I guess my wife and I will be eating this. Okay. Slide this in here, turn that off. I don't need the heat anymore in there. What's up? Sheree, how you doing, sister? I hope it's a sister or brother. Sheree Albie, glad you're here. I appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. Uh, Garlic fried rice. You probably say, John, how do you get this information? I watch a lot of cooking shows. One day I was watching, I can't remember the brother's name. Maybe my wife can come here and jump and help me out with this. There was a brother from the Philippines, and he went back home and he did a comedy show. Uh, and we need to go together. Yes, sister, definitely, definitely, definitely. Uh, Foodies in Seattle, hey, yeah. But the city, y'all, my favorite foodie city, Andrea, got to be New Orleans. Hands down for me, New Orleans. I know people say New York got a lot of stuff going on, but New Orleans, ooh wee, the Big Easy feeds my soul. Uh, so anyway, this garlic rice recipe I got from this guy. I made a couple of adjustments because I like doing that. You know, I see a recipe and I put a little consciousness and make it orgasmic. It's just getting warm. It's getting nice and warm and toasty. And so what I did is I saw it, went online immediately. Tori and I sit on the couch. I'm looking. I found the recipe, saved it, and I put it in the Rolodex. And then I was like, how do I marinate on this to create this with John's flair? See, I think that to celebrate us, you know, we need to add a little bit of the ingredient of you and all that you do and be. So this is not going to be the exact thing that you go to a restaurant. It'll be a little bit different of another cook or chef, whatever cooked it. I invite you to have that space, to create that space and find that space for yourself. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys something that I'm doing first. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I have an egg that I want to fry. Well, I'm going to scramble because I like to scramble the egg in my fried rice. Okay. Y'all see that? All coated and pretty and stuff. Okay. So my egg was sticking to the counter. What the hell? Okay, what's in this egg is, now this is my twist: Italian seasoning, garlic, pepper, and a pinch of sea salt. Now, I've been scrambling eggs since I was probably beginning learning how to cook. My dad showed me how. Not my mom. It's kind of interesting. My dad showed me. His brother Mac McAllister Ashford, my uncle, made the best scrambled eggs, hands down to me. I remember going over his house one night, spending the night. He fixed these scrambled eggs, and I was like, "Oh my God, so orgasmic!" It was just simply eggs, you know. So anyway, let me see. Am I doing something? I hope this is working right. Okay. I don't hear myself no more, but that's okay. Can you guys hear me? I hope you guys can hear me. Okay. So many technical things nowadays. You just have to let it go. And if not, you guys get to see good food. Okay. So that's real quick. So the secret I learned to hack from my dad and my uncle is that once you scramble the egg, guess what you do? You have a remainder egg in the bowl. You good? Oh, thanks, babe. Okay. I guess I don't have a guess. So if I had a guess, I'd be Kristen Bond. We can't. Thank you, sister. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Okay. So I'm gonna drop these scrambled eggs right back in here. Oh my God! Look at this! Look at this! Okay. So I'm gonna leave the eggs right there. I'm gonna drop this here. Now what I want to go to is my coconut oil. Why coconut oil? I like coconut oil because it has a flavor. My rice is gonna be even more spicy. Not spicy, but it's gonna be a little bit more exotic with the coconut oil. So I'm only gonna probably take about this much, probably two of those. Okay, coconut oil very good for the body. You might think, oh my God, he's using a lot of oil. Coconut. I don't want this to stick. Stick this back over here because I'll come back to this later. Now, what I need. You guys hear my cat? She's like, I want to get in the show. I want to get in the show. So I'll drop this garlic in here. Real simple, y'all. Real simple. So I want this garlic to kind of toast up a little bit. Spread it out. Let you guys see it. See how it's cooking. I'm going to let it get a little toasted, turns a little bit brown. Get my rice over here ready. Oh my God. Are you guys ready? I wish you could. Garlic is my favorite thing. Garlic is sexy. You got to learn how to cook with garlic. So I drop this rice in here. Voila. Break the rice down. You want cold rice. You don't want hot rice when you actually frying rice. You want it cold. You want it cold. Oh my God. I wish you guys could smell this. One of the rice granules jumped out of the skillet. Like, I don't want to go home like this. Too bad. It's already started. So somebody might say, well, how'd you get consciousness to cooking? Because in this space we call the kitchen, many people stand around there and break bread and they talk and everything. And I love cooking for people. When I do bars classes, foundation class, for bars class, I usually fix a meal. So that's one of the different things. If you ever come and get, yes, garlic is sexy. It's so fucking sexy, Miss Flippin. Let me see. I can see. Philippine? Yes. Hope I pronounced it right. Please don't beat me up if I didn't. So, garlic is in the eggs, garlic's in the rice. Really simple. Let this actually cook up. Oh my God. Let's show people so you guys can see this. Let it get a little toasty. Really simple. Really simple. So, it's 6:55. We probably don't get longer, but I talked about the craft for a little bit longer. If I wasn't talking so much, I would be able to get this done in 30 minutes. But I hope you guys like hanging out with me. I love hanging out with you guys. The other piece I like about the reason I call this consciousness cooking is that I don't think we spend enough time, especially with all the separation and wrongness that we've been creating with COVID and people being locked in the house. And I don't want to talk about it because if you talk about it too much, people get butthurt about it. I hope I could say that. And I just want people to be happy with each other, or happy with themselves. I think you try to be happy for somebody else, you're fooling yourself. Okay. 3 ingredients. 4 if you count the egg. Tamari, organic tamari, white rice, garlic rice, garlic fried rice. How does it get better than that? Now, what you want to do, what I love about fried rice too, at the bottom of the skillet, sometimes it sticks and it gets crunchy. Ooh, and you just pull it, scrape it like that. That crunchiness actually adds a little texture into your rice. You don't want to do it too long because I don't want it to become mushy. No mushy rice, just fried rice. Check that out. Make this okay. My wife's like that. Let's eat now. I don't want this to fall over here. Sit this to the side. Never dribble in your plate or in the pot. The saliva in your mouth has a purpose. It starts to break shit down for your belly. You don't want the rice to break down in the skillet. Wait till it hits somebody's mouth. See, the sad thing about this is that I can't share the meals with you guys in person. That's the sad thing. That's the really sad thing. I wish I could share, but it's not happening. It's not in the cards today. But one day, you guys out there will be able to come hang out in my kitchen, or you can invite me. I had the pleasure of one time cooking in this fabulous kitchen. I was in a class in Arizona with my sister Deb. I'm gonna call her Debbie Anderson, who's part of Access Consciousness, and I had a chance to cook for the people in the class. Now, some people are like, "Oh my God, you like doing that?" I freaking love the whole concept of entertaining in the kitchen. It just turns me on. It's like orgasmic. And here's the piece, because I think that every single soul, being a person, is a poem written on the back of God's hand. Now, I didn't create that. I took that from my brother, Michael Franti from Spearhead. But I really do think people I like people. And I just get frustrated when people don't allow themselves to be themselves. And so they actually become violent with each other. So, for themselves, usually. I have a young lady that I'm working with, and sometimes I say words, and I know I can't say that. I'm supposed to be politically correct, but there's nothing politically correct about me. Um, but I have a young lady who's struggling, and sometimes I act like I'm a hard ass, but I'm really a cream puff. My wife will tell you that. Uh, and I'm sending a shout out to this young lady. I can't mention it because of her privacy, but she's going through this thing called sex trafficking. She's 15. And I act like it doesn't bother me. I know it's her choice. And I've been watching this special called Euphoria with my wife. Really good special because it really is telling the truth what young people are going through today. And it disappoints me because we haven't, but I was going to say migrate. That's not the word. We haven't really excelled beyond where we are right now. And so a grown ass man will go pay for a 15-year-old girl to sleep with, and to me, that's just like that's a whole lot of shit. I'm not a prude. I think people can do what the fuck they want to do, but when you sleep with a little kid, especially when you find out, I can understand some people say, "Well, I didn't know." I just but I realize no judgment, because that's a judgment on me. I realize that people are going through a lot, and they've been abused, and so they abuse other people. But I guess the question I have is, what would it take for people to choose themselves and not allow themselves to live in the trauma, drama, bullshit of this reality and step into another reality? I'm just saying. See, that's the difference between you're not going to get that on the Food Network because they're going to be PC, politically correct. I ain't going to never be politically correct. I'll be politically correct when we get correct. Okay, how about that? What y'all think about that? Sweet onion. Hope I don't offend anybody with this either, but if I did, don't come back. Because if you're offended about something I said about that, I don't want you in my kitchen. And I know it's a judgment, or is it just maybe some people are judge. And Access, they talk about that a lot. Well, is this a judgment or is this a awareness? I think it's an awareness. Carrots. I like the sugar in the carrots. Drop that in there. So some of these vegetables I put in early because they take longer to cook, but I don't want them to cook up. Don't want them to cook up. Don't want it to cook up. And like I said, there's going to be a juice, and it's not going to be thickened in my stir fry. Why? Because you don't need those extra calories. Okay. What else am I looking for? So while those two things are cooking up, you won't be able to see this because I can't turn it that much. This is my secret sauce for my vegetables. Coconut amino acids, tamari, chicken broth, garlic, granulated garlic, crunchy umami topping. That's what gives it the red flair, and a little pinch of coconut sugar. We'll drop our broccoli in there. The other thing I don't like cooking my vegetables up, I don't like soft ass vegetables. I like my vegetables to be firm, like my wife's breast. I hope I can say that. Hope you're not offended by that. This is orgasmic cooking, so if you are, you need even Julia Childs. I was watching a special of Julia Childs. She was orgasmic. She was one of the first people I watched on cooking on TV when I was a kid. She was on PBS, and I used to always like, man, Julia Childs was getting it in the kitchen. I don't mean it like that. So what I'm gonna do is I only cut up one mushroom because my wife doesn't like mushrooms, and I'm the only person gonna eat it. I'm trying to be mindful of my wife. And then put garlic in there. Okay, yeah. She doesn't do mushrooms, y'all. She doesn't know what she's missing, but see, and I'm gonna show you in a second. This is gonna be very, very colorful. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna drop our cabbage in here. Oh, cabbage jumping out of the skillet. How the hell is that happening? More cabbage jumping out of the skillet. I'm gonna put a top on this so it's steam up. I'm gonna put the cabbage down a little bit. Can you guys hear me out there? Still hopefully you guys are here. Any questions? What's the difference with the shrimp that I used earlier? I wanted to go back to that. They're sweeter. They don't have a Kim taste. They're not discolored. If you get a shrimp and it smells foul, it's a bottom feeder, y'all. Don't eat it. If it's not really translucent when you see it or really bright pink, being these, it'll make you sick as hell. You don't want to do that. You got to use your awareness. Even in eating, use your awareness. Oh my God, this looks good. This looks amazing. Okay, now I'm gonna show you guys something real quick. The cabbage has cooked down somewhat. That's what I'm going for. Okay, what I want to do now, snow peas, red and orange bell peppers. So one of the things about orgasmic cooking is color and texture. I'm gonna show you this in a second so you guys can see what this is. It's almost done. I don't want everything to cook up. Okay. Look at this color. Let's see, Miriam. Why cold rice? Oh, cold rice, Miriam, real quick. Cold rice, if it's warm rice, it'll cook up too much. I'm not doing rice pudding, I'm doing fried rice. So you want to make sure like if you do rice at home, cook it the day before, put it in the fridge, and take it out when you're ready to cook it. Don't make the mistake. I made the mistake the first time I did fried rice, and it was garbage, y'all. Garbage. Don't do that. That's what it looks like, Pete. Okay? Now, what I'm doing, I'm going to turn the heat up just a little bit. I'm going to stir my sauce. I want to capture the steam from the sauce on the vegetables. Got that there. Put this top on for a second. Last but not least, I will drop this in your mung beans. I have this. I'll drop this just before I serve it because I don't want the mung beans to cook up. I want the crunchiness of my vegetables. That's what I'm going after. Yeah. So that looks good. Okay. I'm gonna try one of these to see. Let you guys. I never taste the food on. Oh, to taste the rice. So you guys see. Let's see. Oh my God. Oh my God. Crazy good. Sweet, garlicky, salty. Oh my, orgasmic. You know, isn't it funny that when people eat, they go, oh my God. It's like what? Like them having sex. Now I know what I've been doing wrong. Yes, sister. Never warm rice. Never. Never. So I'm gonna let you guys see this finished product. It's a steaming. I don't want it to cook up anymore. Okay. I'm gonna sit that here. Take these, put these on top here. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam. Turn that fire off there. And there you have it, guys. Stir this up once. Drop it in here. I don't want them to cook up. I want them just on top. Stir fry vegetables. See, Shreya, very, very easy. Very, very easy. So I'm gonna show you guys, those of you guys who came in late, so you see everything I prepared. Okay, let's see what I have here. Put this back in. We have garlic fried rice. We have, I was about to touch this, it's hot as hell. We have crab and shrimp. Spicy crab and shrimp. And there you have it. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Be kind. Stir something up in your life. Fry something up in your life. Not food, maybe, but what would it be like if you created something so orgasmic different that it was a huge invitation for people to be more great? This is a question I always ask. If I choose not this, what more could I choose to create a different world? What more can I be? What more can you be? Just put a smile on somebody's face, a stranger's face. It's rough right now, peeps. And that's still a point of view about it too. What if it was just easy? But what if you were that invitation to ease? Until next week, love you guys. Peace and blessings. If you have, subscribe. Push the bell, the button on YouTube. Come see me. If you have an idea you want me to cook something, hit me up. Hit your boy up, and I'll do it. Shreya, stir-fried vegetables, fried rice, easy meal. Until next week, peace and blessings, y'all.